Hi and welcome to another pre-recorded Teams, as it were. And this time, trying something different. We are going to be playing this table for 4, so I'll take you to the table here. And we've got some of the usual suspects. We've got Pete playing with me north, and we've got Gwen and Stephen against us. And we are playing a spin gold semi-final. So that is... we're going to play 12 boards, or there's a set of 15, from the Spin Gold semi-final. You can see it's 2023, quarter 1 of 4, Zimmerman versus Fleischer. So some good players we'll be comparing with. We will put that label on the site, so therefore if you wish to play the boards yourself beforehand, you can, or if you wish to play the boards after, you can, and we will see how we get on. So we're playing Teams Bridge, but only as one table of 4, if that makes sense. And we're comparing against players who've played these boards a long time ago. Okay, so we'll see how we get on. I'm going to say good luck and let's go. And then we can go for it. That's let's with a 6 in it. That's my typing for you. Okay, so we're playing BMB the usual. We're going to play 12 boards. It is a set of 15, but we're going to stick to the normal setup. I've got my normal chamomile as well. So Pete's opened a club. And we're just going to bit of spade up. We've got a 9 count there. Nice 6 card suit. And we're just playing sort of natural. Let's see what happens. Nice hand, though. What's lovely about it is you've got the club support and the singleton in an unbid suit. So that's rather nice. Okay, that's interesting. I'm tempted to invite here. I could just bid 2 spades, but my clubs look really good. Spades are quite nice. I'd want to try for game here. What I really want to do is bid 2.5 spades. But I think the most likely game is 4 spades. So I'm going to jump to 3 spades here. Does that make sense? So 2 spades is partner, please pass. I just feel that with my club support, we could have a 9 card fit in clubs. And if we've got an 8 card fit in spades, we've got chances. So I'm going to push towards game. That is non-forcing 3 spades. Okay, non-forcing. And that's quite important. So if partner's got a 12 count with a singleton spade, we're going to end up in the wrong part score. But I don't think we're ever going to find the game if I bid 3 clubs with this hand. I mean, can partner get it right? Partner's going to place me with 10, 11 points here. And if partner's got a singleton spade, we're often going to be in a nasty place. But I feel the chances of a game here are big enough to make it worthwhile. It would be lovely to have... some players will have 2 diamonds as an artificial force. So, you know, bear in mind that the people we're comparing against will have quite complex systems. So they may play new minor forcing. 2 diamonds would be available to them here to... force the auction for 1 round. So partner has passed, that's good. Nothing wrong with that. And we'll see, but I have a feeling clubs obviously is going to be safer than spades here. Okay, one of those. Not so nice, is it? The singleton has the values, as it were. We'd love to have had 4 small diamonds and ace queen to 4 hearts kind of thing. I don't think I think we need to get rid of their trumps, so I think we've got to take the finesse here. So that's what I'll do, and hopefully they'll lead 1 back for a ruff, because that's better for us in a way. I mean, a heart switch isn't nice, but not sure there's much we can do about it. We're hoping, we actually want them to play a club for a club ruff, because it helps us draw trumps. We're non-vulnerable here, so it's not going to cost us a huge amount of imps. I think we just got to put the king up there. Yeah, this is nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Not a great start. But it's only one board, and as I say, we're non-vulnerable, so it's only going to be 200 probably. It's going to be a long way off there. So my try for game has not worked out well. East might overtake this and then lead a club. So it's a nice switch there. But no, he's chosen not to, which is interesting. So obviously now it's just a matter of drawing trumps as soon as, and I think, to be honest, because we can only finesse once anyway, we just play ace of spades and another spade. So if they lead a diamond, we play ace of spades and another spade. Yeah. Even a trump lead doesn't help us hugely. So we could well be losing 3 spade tricks as well. So that would be 3 off. So it's 150. Okay, so we put the ace up there. And then a spade to the ace and a small spade. The rest are winners outside of trumps. I mean, because we haven't even got the 8 of spades. I can't remember what's happening now. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to get over off. So we'll put the 9 of spades in. That's the best we can do there. Oh, well, that didn't work either. Oh, that. Oh, I don't know if that's value. Is that useful to us? We'll put the club in. I think we've got to hope that the clubs divide evenly here. I mean, it'd be strange that they haven't given each other a rough. Oh my goodness. Oh well. My goodness me, things are not nice for us. Dear me. There you go. That's just 4 off then. Not a perfect start. So they gain 3. So we can now look at the other table. In the other table, both of the other tables are 2 spades minus 1. So we're looking at the 2 other tables. Okay. So they managed to stay in 2 spades. I mean, we can have a look. They're both playing a similar. No. One of them's playing a strong no trump. They've rebid 1 no trump to show a weak hand. That's nice and easy. And the other one has a system where 2 spades is limited. So they've gone 1 club, 2 spades. They've all worked better out than ours. Okay. All right, so that's the first one, 3 imps. So what's happening is we're comparing against the 2 scores that happened in the game that has been played a long time ago. So we've got a 15 count here. Shortage in hearts. It's not perfect shape, but I think we've got to make a takeout double. Does that make sense? With 15 points, I mean, you don't have to make a bid, but it looks generally right to make a bid. Not sure playing teams that I would need to compete against. If it went pass here, I'd be tempted just to leave that, without 4 spades in my hand. So, I think partner could have dredged up a bid with 4 spades. So in theory, I could bid 2N, but I don't think partner would take that as the minors. But that's playing pairs. Let's just pass it out and leave the ace of spades here. Okay, so we're in 2 hearts. There's a pile of rubbish there. Wow. That is an interesting video. Let's see what partner plays. Partner plays the 5. It's not clear to us what that is. This is a horrible hand to switch from, actually. I think I just need a passive play, so I might be tempted to play king and another anyway. Tricky, isn't it? I mean, a club looks frozen. Diamonds could be silly because East could be sitting with ace to 3. I think I'm going to play another spade here. which doesn't look good. I mean, we're not having a good start here. I think partner's Jack 10. It's hard to know what to switch to. That's the problem. But it looks like de Clau has got a fourth spade as well. Well, at least we didn't. Bear in mind the king of diamonds looks as though it might cost a trick as well. So, and we force them to play clubs, so that's an advantage. Can you see that? So those are all good news. Partner can now play a club or play a diamond pretty safely. There you go. Okay, so the jack looks like it might make a trick now. I'm tempted to discard. I think I've got to discard, really. Partner can over ruff. It's not ideal. Or partner can ruff and then lead a diamond. Problem is, we sort of needed him to. Oh my goodness! Wow, wow! It's a singleton. That's not so good. We're playing teams though, so. But they're doing all right, I think. Here we needed to be in a contract, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're crashing our honours as well. This is all pretty horrible, I think. There we go. So they've made, that's a 6 imps. I'm not surprised. I'd like to have, let's have a look. 2 no trumps by North at both tables. So it's gone 1 heart double, 2 diamonds double. And most Wests are passing. I would have passed with the West hand as well, I have to say. It's worked on this hand. I'm not sure it will when partner's stronger. Does that make sense? So on this hand, let me make that just slightly bigger. Bear with me, it takes a bit of time to get used to this kind of layout. Yeah, so for me, 2 hearts only ever works if partner's weak. And it's worked here. If East had been strong, he might have tried to do something and then have ended up in a complete and utter mess. I think we could have maybe defended that better. I mean, it's not been an auspicious start. If I knew my partner didn't want a spade, but I didn't know what to switch to. But it turns out that a diamond switch doesn't cost here. Club would cost, but a diamond doesn't. The king of diamonds would go to the ace, and he hasn't got another one to play. And then, of course, we can make 3 spade tricks. So we should be taking this down, and that's the key to it. If we take it down, or 1 or 2 down, then you're not losing much. But it's not a great start there. So I'll just say well played. Okay, so let me just focus a little, get used to this layout and everything. So just looking at that again, so they're both in 2 no trumps. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we are looking at 9, 13, 16, 17 points. It's just a 1 heart opener, really. And it's interesting because it doesn't quite. I mean, you've got 9 points in the doubletons, haven't you? Isn't that strange? But partners bid spades here. I think 3 spades is enough. Given that the Queen Jack doubleton, etc. But if partner tries a slam try over 3 spades, I'd be prepared to go further. I know there's 7. You could say there's 7 losers, but you've got Ace Queen here, Queen Jack, so it's definitely worth a try. And if partner tries to get a slam try, then we'd get excited. So we're going to let Pete play this one. And we'll see how he gets on. Well, we're in the right contract. We're missing 3 tricks, basically. And that's what you'd expect to happen. It may well be a flat board, though, but that's another matter. So they might be able to get a ruff, I suppose, but it doesn't seem likely. on the trump lead. Partner can draw trumps, and all he's going to lose is the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, and surely a heart as well. The only chance you don't lose a heart is if they've led it, or if the king of hearts is singleton. You're going to draw two trumps here, and then you probably need a small heart. You never know, they might duck it. You know, you might as well try. But after that, all the rest are yours. I think having them duck a heart to the queen is probably more likely than the ace singleton, if that makes sense, or than the king singleton. So. Okay, and you can quite happily draw another one. The trumps have broken 3-1. So you can draw the last one, and the rest are yours then. So not the rest, but you know what you mean. You just got to lose a heart. So he's trying a heart. If they don't go up with the king, you make 11. There you go. They do go up with the king. And so the rest should be ours. Pete might claim. No, it doesn't look like it. It's not unreasonable here. I think there's so many good cards here that he has claimed now. And we'll see how that works out. Just a flat board, that's what you'd expect. Bear in mind that we are playing against, good tables. So if you don't, if you do the normal thing, you don't necessarily gain, and you've got to remember that. Okay, so obviously one table's definitely playing a strong no trump. The other table is playing obviously a mixed set of conventions. So we'll see. There's whole sets of hands that you can choose. You generally find them up here. I'll just click up there. Can you see top left? And you can see something there, deal source. I don't know if you can see that, but that allows you to choose the deal source, so where the deals come from, and you can choose from a drop-down menu. This is just a casual table playing competitive bridge. Okay, so you go to a casual table and you're playing competitive bridge. So it's gone one heart. Again here I'm tempted to double. I'm short in hearts. I don't like two clubs. I like it to be a 6-card suit, but with an opening hand, pretty good spades. I think it's reasonable to double and compete for the hand. So West has passed, interestingly. We've seen what she bids on, so we'll see what happens here. So it's gone past. We're just going to pass that. Yeah. It's interesting. So West is thinking of bidding here. No. So Pete's got another one to play. Let's see how he gets on. So obviously the favourite to have, well, you're pretty sure that the ace of clubs is in the East hand, so Pete can win this and just play on clubs, knowing surely that East is going to win that trick, if that makes sense. You'd expect East to hold both aces here. And if he wins the ace, he has a stopper. If he doesn't win the ace, it's bad news. So the beauty is that King of Hearts has pretty much told us about the whole hand. Can you see that? Yes, West can still hold a queen or something like that, but with an ace and a king, surely you would have responded to the opening bid. So there you go. And so that's quickly home, and I imagine East is going to try and cash a couple of hearts and hope they fall, not unreasonably. So I would expect it to go Queen, Jack of Hearts probably here. I mean, you could hope to get partnering with the King of Diamonds. But I don't think partner should have king. So playing teams, I'd be really tempted here just to play hearts out because it's your only hope. Surely North might have bid this with ace-10 small. But maybe Stephen's thinking, oh, well, I've seen my partner raise on a flat 3 count with only 3 trumps, so I don't think partner can have 3 trumps here. But okay, so they're playing the ace of diamonds. Maybe that's not unreasonable. We'll get a signal. If it was an up-high signal, then carry on, but you need so much from partner. I don't think partner can have a king. So therefore, that's sort of a waste in a way of tricks because I think just take 2 more tricks. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Take the queen and jack of hearts. There we go. And then the rest will be Pete's because he can get to the 10 of hearts, of course, here with the king of diamonds. So Pete can just throw a spade. And then he'll have 2 red suit winners at the end. Okay, so the queen was there, but the rest, obviously, I think Pete may well make a claim again here. It's one of those hands where you're completely cold for the rest, I think. You'd feel that we've done okay there, but I don't want to predict too early. Because you're vulnerable, I suppose taking the opponents off can work. Yes, we've gained 3. So we've got it back. We'll just say, well played, partner. Okay, let's just have a look at the other tables. One was in 1 no trump plus 2, and 1 bid to 2 spades, which is interesting. I would have responded 1 spade. I have to say, that looks ordinary to me. So that was our table. The other table there passed, but I would imagine at the 3rd table, they responded 1 spade. Oh, they didn't get a double. So just to make that bigger, it's interesting. You can see how things can change. So at 1 table, the South chose not to double. Someone called Brink, which, Baz Diver I know is Dutch. So Brink may well be a Dutchman as well. And they're playing against Versace, an Italian. So it's the Italians against the Dutch, I think, here. And South chose not to double. Maybe they love to promise 4 spades here, something like that. So West just bid a spade. And so they naturally finished in 2 spades. At the other table, again, it was the same as ours. It was a double. I'm not sure why West doesn't just bid a spade here. Because they've missed their 4-4 spade fit, both at our table and at the other table, which for me seems, yeah, you want to find your fits in spades. Okay, so our comeback has started. Wow, partners opened. We are strong, so we should start with just natural here. Notice we're 19 points. So clearly we're thinking of a slam early, but we're going to bid 2 clubs first. Okay, that's just natural. Partner bids 2 hearts. We can bid 2 spades, which is forcing. It's a forcing reverse. So obviously we're expecting no partners bid 2 diamonds. Wow. Okay, we're now starting. We're going to bid 2 spades. This is where it gets tricky. If partner's only got 19, if our partner's only got 12, we've not got enough. So we've got to find a way to find out whether partner has 12 or partner's got 14. So we've got to start with the 4 suit forcing. I'm just going to put FSF if that's all right, to try and get something else out of partner. Problem is he's not often going to be no trumps. He has, okay. So I think we can safely, remember we haven't got a fit. So I think we can safely jump to 4 no trumps here. It would have been nice to play this contract, I must admit. We're going to jump to 4 no trumps, which says, partner, are you minimum or maximum? So if partner's 5-4-2-2 here with a 12 count, There's no reason to think that we're going to make the slam. There will be hands if he had Queen Jack, Doubleton, Club or whatever, but you've got to go with it. So we're going to be 4 no trumps, okay, which is a natural bid. Partner, I want to be in slam if you're anything but minimum. It's always nice when they bid 6. You always get that bit of disappointment. But if he's got an 11 or 12 count here, there's no reason, particularly as remember we are misfitting. We're expecting partner to be 5-4, and so he's chosen to pass. Okay. So what you're hoping here is that you don't make 12 tricks. So partner's playing again. You'd be lucky to make 12, I think. They've led a spade. Let's have a look. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, if the diamonds come in, you'll make 12. It's all about the diamonds. And there could be squeezes. So there are options. I think with 13 and ace 10, 9, 8, I have to say I might have gone. You've got the misfit in clubs, but he has got, I mean, remember, he's shown us 12 to 14, 11 really to 14 with a bit of shape. I think he's closer to the 14 end. So with ace 10, 9, 8, that's what makes the difference. If it was ace empty, you're really thinking, come on, we haven't really got much chance here. But with ace 10, 9, 8, you've got the chance of the jack falling, amongst other things. So the ace is 1. Clearly, you've got a heart loser, so don't feel that you're going to that you can make all the hearts. And they've heard the bidding, so there's no reason for them to be doing wrong discards. Oh my goodness, they've given the 12th trick away anyway. So that's the 12th trick, a diamond switch. So these are kind of hands, there's not really much you can do. I mean, that's a strange lead because it's been bid by declarers, so I'm a little bit surprised. I would have thought a passive spade would be in order there. But that's Peter got the rest. Yeah, no, that's maybe they're trying to upset us by giving us the extra trick. But we're hoping that East has 4 hearts and West has 4 diamonds, and if that's the case, you might not make. I say you might not make. You can still make if you pick. Oh dear, there's a singleton diamond. That's a disaster. So singleton diamond means we always pick the diamonds up. So unfortunately, you do make 12 tricks here. I don't know. I do feel, well, it's. I think it's probably a pretty good slam because you've got the chances of a 3-3 break, the jack falling, and some kind of squeeze in the red suits. So although there might, yeah. Anyway, there we go, and he'll claim with the 4 tricks. So we might lose a few imps for that one for not going for it. It'll be interesting to see. Interesting to see. So it's all about how you value the north hand. Do you think it's a minimum or maximum? I'm assuming he's going to claim now. Oh dear, let's have a look. We have gained on that. Well, there you go. Let's have a look. 6 diamonds. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to make that big for us. So they have gone for a slam, but they've chosen the one with the 5-1 break. Also, it's only a 7-card fit. So let's see if we can get some idea of what they were doing. 1 heart, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. 2 no trumps was clearly game forcing from South. I have a feeling that 2 clubs was probably game forcing as well. So they were playing 1 heart, 2 clubs, 2 clubs was game forcing, 2 diamonds, 2N, 3N, 4N invitational. 5 no trumps is very popular now. It's called Pick a Slam. So it would have been 5 no trumps by North saying, yes, I will accept it. The problem is, clearly South thought, well, maybe we've got to maybe partners 5-5 for that bid. Rather than bidding 6 no trumps, he's chosen 6 diamonds. But I think North's done the right thing in that auction. North has accepted the slam try. So 4N is quantitative, and North has said, yes, I want to be in slam, but I'd like you to choose which one. And now I don't know, I'm sure they had a long discussion about what that really means. But anyway, yeah, so that I think they've done well, they've judged well to be in the slam, but they haven't chosen the right one. In the other room, there's a lot of alerting, so I won't take you through it. The Dutch are playing a very highly convoluted system. That's all I can tell you. There's a lot of transfers in there by the look of it. 2 clubs is game forcing, 2 diamonds probably a relay, 2 hearts is probably a transfer to spades. I dread to think, but all it is them only ending up in 3 no trumps. I would have thought that's a bit of a mistake for their system as well. Anyway, so that was a nice surprise, wasn't it? That puts us in the lead. So there you go. All right. So this is an interesting one, isn't it? Wow. It's actually quite a nice hand. It's got 8 clubs, but there's a lot of potential in it. So you've got to be a bit careful here, because you don't just want to be throwing out 5 clubs if the opponents aren't strong. At the same time, there's a huge amount of cards in the majors here. Wow. You'd 8 clubs, non-vulnerable. Wow. What do you think? Well, I know none of you can talk to me live. You might be on the live chat when you hear this, but this is amazing, yeah. Let's pretend there's 2 little diamonds and a little heart. I'm going to bid 5 clubs. I mean, I put it out there and put the pressure on them. I'm non-vulnerable against vulnerable. Bear in mind, if partner's got a couple of aces I might be making or something like that, I think it puts the pressure on the opponents, particularly if they've got a major suit fit. And that's the crucial thing. If East had opened a heart here, I'm slightly thinking differently, because I'm thinking, 1, they might have already found their heart fit, or 2, the hearts might break badly. I'm hoping that West is maybe sitting with 10 tricks in the majors, 10 cards in the majors, and doesn't know what to do. So double, they probably won't know what that is. So I mean, generally that's going to be penalties, so we'll just pass it out and see. So it's the 8th club that's prompted me, and the vulnerability. But it can go wrong. I mean, partner could have a nasty hand for us. What do we do? What do we not want? We don't want too much. Yeah, we're going to go 1 off. Well, most of the time you'd feel we're going to go 1 off. And the opponents are not likely to. Well, we've got 11 clubs. So we'll see. We've got 11 clubs. What we need is, I imagine they're going to find a diamond switch here. But if they play a spade and the queen goes up, they might switch to a trump, give us a chance. And the ace of spades is an interesting lead. I mean, would you lead the ace from ace queen? So they've led another one. And the queen has gone up. So there you go. We're going to get home in our contract. Isn't that lovely? So it's interesting. Fortune can favour the brave. Bear in mind that it looks like the clubs are breaking evenly. Yeah. We're doubled. So overtricks are worth something here. So I think we probably... I think we need to play all our clubs off, to be honest. I mean, is there well, we can play. No, we don't want to tell them about them. Yeah, I think we've got to play our clubs off here, so we'll just play the ace of clubs and just play them off. Can't waff anything, obviously, in dummies, so... So it's where the problem is partner is going to signal as if so we're going to play all the clubs off here. Okay. If you've got two spades and the king jack of hearts, you are genuinely squeezed here. So we're going to throw two diamonds in two hearts and then lead the last club. So we think he still has two spades left, or someone has probably two spades left. We know we're making the contract, but remember, doubled over tricks are worth something. I suppose they're only worth 100 actually, because I'm non-vulnerable, so they're not worth a huge amount, but it's perfectly reasonable. We're playing a genuine squeeze, as it were. So I'm assuming someone is covering the spades still. I'm pretty sure they are. So if West is sitting with King Jack of hearts, so I think the most likely holding is, ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to throw that one. And then play the Queen of Hearts and hope that the King of Hearts has been bared. No, so I'm only going to make one trick at the end. So I'm going to have to give them the last trick here. Yeah. So I think West started with 5 spades there. So the squeeze didn't work, but it's not unreasonable to play it for the extra trick. Okay, so we've gained. I think others are probably just in 5 clubs. Let's have a look. 5 diamonds doubled -2. So we needed the 550 to win against that. And 5 diamonds -2. So let's see why. They were slightly less aggressive than us at both tables. One bid 4 clubs. So let's just have a quick look, because it's interesting to see, because you'll see how differently these hands get bid. I wouldn't have bid 4 clubs. I'm either bidding 5 or 2. So at one table it went 4 clubs, double 5 clubs, 5 diamonds, which seems reasonable. 5 diamonds did not get doubled because 4 clubs is a very weak bid. So that's the disadvantage there. So that was the bad score. At the other table, it was a 2 club overcall, which shows a genuine hand, and I'm happy with that in a way, but I knew it would introduce the majors. 2 hearts was bid again. Bear in mind, a lot of this is artificial. 2 spades probably promised a club fit. I don't know, I'm getting frightened. 5 clubs, but eventually 5 diamonds North was able to double. And that's the key. Because South had overcalled 2 clubs saying, partner, I've got a decent hand, they were able to double 5 diamonds. And that means they get more than a game. Bear in mind that an undoubled game is only 400. So actually, they'll be very happy with 500. They've lost a little to us because obviously we've got 550. But okay, so let's have a look. We've taken the lead. We've got 16 points. Funny enough, when I play on BBO with games like this, sometimes I think I'm playing a strong no trump. But here we're going to open a club. It's quite a nice hand actually, with 3 aces and a king. with ace jack 10 in there, I'm quite happy to reverse with this hand, actually. So if it did go a club, a spade, I'd bid 2 hearts. You know, I quite like my hand, but it goes a diamond. That allows me just to bid 1 heart. I don't need to force the auction here. I've got a really nice hand, but if partner's got 6 to 8 points, I'm quite happy to play at the 1 level. Okay, I mean, I'm looking at the defence of the other one. I mean, obviously, I said it's a sacrifice 5 times. Of course, 5 clubs isn't making. King of, I mean, partner's open diamonds. I'm surprised it didn't go ace of spades and then king of diamonds. The problem is Gwen's hoping that she's hit partner's singleton, which isn't completely unreasonable. But given that you've got the king doubleton and partner's suit, it could go king and ace, and they could take 3 tricks there. Yes, as I say, I mean, there's a genuine squeeze there if Western had king jack of hearts as well as the long spades. So it's worth looking for the extra 100. Okay, I think is partner online? Not sure. Here he is, just checking. Is it too? I don't know if this is too early to say. Are you okay? I'll leave it. I'll leave it a little bit longer. I mean, obviously, you are allowed to take your time, as long as you don't do it for. Okay, partner doesn't know which one's 4 suit, 4 suit. So 2 spades is the 4th suit. So this is where you need to know if it's forcing to game, because I've got a really nice hand. I'm going to jump to 3 no trumps here. I'm a little bit frightened I'm too strong, but I mean, obviously I just want to make sure we're in a game, if that makes sense. So we don't. What's interesting is the teams we're playing against will have, I don't know, 80 or 90 pages of system file. We don't have that complexity, but I would have thought the jump to 2 spades probably should be game forcing, but it's the kind of thing you want to discuss. So we don't need to be worried here if partner had 17. With 18, I think he probably should be inviting to slam. But as it is, he's got what he's got. The 8 is interesting, isn't it? The 8 looks as though it's from nothing. I mean, it could be from 8 to 10 queen, but you think it's from nothing. We've got 4. We could run the queen of clubs, and if it wins, as in it's ducked, we have 9 tricks, I think. Yeah, are you happy with that? So I think we'll put the 9 on. Maybe I just play a club to the queen. Maybe that's just as easy, actually. And then I can give up a heart trick anyway, can't I? I can use the ace and king as entries. That's probably reasonable. So I'm going to say thank you, partner. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to do that. We'll put a 9 on there. We're expecting the 10, obviously. We're happy with that. We'll play a club to the queen. Okay, so we've now got entries. I think another spade is probably coming in. There might be a diamond. So it's a nice lead that they've made. But I think, I mean, we could dark, I suppose, but I don't. Because, yeah, no, we could dark. That's perfectly reasonable because it could be queen to 3. I mean, they've led the 8 of spades. It is the unbid suit, though. But they could have led from 4 to the 8. Yeah, and that gives us a chance to test them, doesn't it? Because we've got plenty of losers anyway. We're expecting to lose, I suppose, if the queen falls. No, we'll play the king, I think. Just in case there's queen doubleton there. Queen 10 doubleton there might be. No, okay. And then we'll just play off our hearts. It's only the odd. So we're probably just going to we'll see how the clubs break. And if they break evenly, obviously we'll make 11 tricks. So I mean, playing the king of spades just does make sense. And there goes a club, so that certainly brings in the 2 clubs. So we're going to well, again, there's a very, very slight chance of there's not really. No, it's not. Because we're discarding before him, so there's not even a chance. We'll just play them out, though we might as well. And we will give him the last one. He can throw the queen of spades, obviously, safely here. And then we'll make a diamond at the end, but I just thought it was just as easy to play them out anyway, rather than have them work out. Lovely. Okay. So we gained half an imp there. That means one pair made one less trick. Okay, because you compare against both. So we get 0 imps against one table. We get 1 against the other table, if that makes sense. So we end up with half each. So you're basically cross-imping. You're imping against each other table. And we'll look at that a bit more closely on some of the other. Okay, so I don't think there's much to look at there, really. Okay, here we are. We've had plenty of points, so we can't complain, can we? 1 heart, pass 1 spade. It's our bid. We've got nothing to say. We're quite liking our spades, of course, here. Okay. 2 hearts on our left. Four hearts, so we will pass that. Nothing to say to that. What are we expecting from partner? Either a trump lead, unless he's got a nice holding in hearts, or obviously we'd prefer, if he's got a solid sequence, it will work well. We'd love a spade lead, but I'm not sure he's necessarily going to be able to. He might do if he's got individual honours in clubs and diamonds and an honour in hearts. Seems unlikely. Yep, there you go. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do there. So the 5, the 4, and the 3 are missing here. So I think we've probably got to put the ace of spades on that. Let me just remind myself of the auction here. Was that little hand on my 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 4 hearts. Okay, that makes sense. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2. Okay. I'm missing the 5, the 4, and the 3, so I've got to play the ace, I think. And the king, I don't think partner's got the king. Okay, so partner's I think partner's maybe got 3 spades. I don't want to pick up partners. I'm gonna lead a club here. I don't want to pick up partners. I know that a lot of the time West has got 6 hearts here. I mean, am I really going to stop them roughing clubs? Maybe, but then the diamonds are coming in anyway. I mean, I suppose partner might be King, Jack of hearts. King, Jack, third. I know partner's not short in spades. Opener could be 5 hearts and 4 spades, but that still leaves partner with 2. A trump, because partner hasn't led a trump, I'm placing partner with queen to 3 or something. I think if partner had 3 small, he'd have led a trump. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the diamonds are sitting perfectly for Declara, so you just can't see where Declara's going wrong here. I mean, partner, I don't know. There's another club there. Another spade we were hoping for in a way, if the spades are 4, 3, 3, 3, but I could have led the 8, I suppose, but to try and deny a club. I think it's sort of a case of Declara needing to pick up trumps, as it were, if that makes sense. So it's probably going to be the Jack of hearts, a small one. There you go, well done. So partner did have queen to 3, I think. Declara's chosen to pick him up that way. I didn't want to make it easy for Declara, that was the key. But well done, Gwen. She's picked them up anyway. So neither of us wanted to lead a heart. And in a way, in theory, West Declara can use that as the reason for finessing that way. But she may well make an extra over trick now because she's picked up the trumps. Bearing in mind you're playing teams, I'm not sure you necessarily even want to risk taking the finesse there. Well, if she's missing the queen of diamonds, she would. There it goes. That should be the end of the hand, I would expect. Partner had queen doubleton diamond, so there wasn't much to pick up there. And I have a feeling that the rest are theirs. Yeah, there you were, queen. Yeah, so it could go wrong for them. We've lost 5.5 because if they don't pick up the hearts, someone was off in 4 hearts, and the other 2 tables were making 5. So it must be Declara picking up the hearts wrongly. I'm just going to have a quick look. Let's just have a quick look here. So they played the 10 of spades at trick 1. Whether the 5 of spades means something to them, I don't know. So I'll just move myself out of the way. But I think Gwen did well, because the inference of a non-trump lead is what's crucial here. If that makes sense. So they picked up the spades by playing the 10 of spades. But it's all about the trumps. If de Clara gets the trumps, I think maybe if we had played another spade at trick 3, we can get to the same place, and it's simply de Clara has to guess trumps. But we do have to play the spades back again. I wasn't convinced, because of the way we lead. The 6 of spades could have been from great length. Okay, they've led the smallest spade, interestingly, from 3 small. So there you go. Think about that. So they're playing a different lead convention, as it were. Okay, so it's tight. We are 1 imp up. It's gone 1 spade, 2 clubs. We are non-vulnerable. I can't think of anything better to bid than 4 spades here. Okay, for me, this is non-vulnerable against vulnerable. I've got a distributional hand, and it seems reasonable just to blurt out 4 spades. There'll be times when it's slightly over the top and it's a part score hand. But whenever I've got 5 of a major, when my partner's opened that major with a singleton in the hand, I just tend to bid to game. And at this vulnerability, partner would have to have probably 20 or more points to try for a slam. So, 21, 22 maybe. Okay, so GLP, we're not doubled, so that's something. Okay, so we were a little bit too high, but at the same time, they've got, it looks like they've only got the ace of diamonds to lose in any contract they play. The problem is the hearts are a bit tricksy, but they might get a club off here. So we're going to go a couple off. You would assume. So what can they play in? 4 hearts is a bad trump break. If it's by east, we can lead a diamond to the ace and get a diamond ruff, but that's no good. I still think they're going to win. They're going to make 4 hearts, even with the bad trump break, to be honest. So we will see. So partner's going to give them the ace of spades as well. Clearly he can ruff as high as he wants. He's going to play the queen of spades. I mean, if trumps break 3-0, it's a bit tricky. You'd have thought if trumps broke 3-0, though, one of them would definitely have been bidding. But wow, it looks like they are. So Pete now has to cross off. Wow. So they've got huge distribution here. So there's a void in spades as well. The worry I've got is they're in 6 hearts going off, let alone 4 hearts. So Pete can ruff that high. He needs to ruff it high, I think. Oh no, he doesn't. He has all of the spades, obviously, and the rest of Pete's there. Stephen's going to come. He must have a smaller spade than that. There you go. And cross-offing the last. So undoubled, that's just 100. So we're hoping that they're not in 6 hearts going off. They're not. Although one of them might be. We'll have a look. Okay. I would have thought they're probably... No. Wow. So let's have a look. 5 diamonds going off. Oh my goodness. So they should be... I mean, essentially 6 hearts is a fantastic slam. But because the diamonds and the hearts break really badly, I'll just make it bigger for you. But because the diamonds and the hearts break really badly, they don't make. So you can see if hearts break 3-2 here, they make 6 heart tricks and they just lose the ace of diamonds, probably. I mean, obviously with a singleton diamond as well, things get awkward. So one table made 5 diamonds and one didn't. So I think we did pretty well, though. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Maybe a heart lead is to their disadvantage. Maybe one table. I mean, wow. So it only went 3 spades from south at this table where 5 diamonds made. At the other table, sorry, where 5 diamonds went off, it was 4 spades. So notice it was a similar auction: 1 spade, 2 clubs, 4 spades, same as we did. But then it went 4N, which was for takeout. Please choose the other 2 suits. Clearly, that's the way they play it. And 5 diamonds is the better of the 2 suits, obviously. And what was the lead? A trump lead. Of course, it's played by the east hand, so they can see. So, it looks pretty nasty because the hearts don't break, so I think they get forced. Declare plays on trumps. I'm just going to play a couple of them so we can see. Oh dear. So now Declare is going to play on trump hearts, but of course hearts aren't going to work out nicely, and that's the end of that. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh dear. Yep. Very nasty. So you've got to lose a heart to the jack there, as well as the ace of diamonds, so it's 1 off. Okay. So it's interesting. I bid on distribution, but that is the distribution that took them down at the other table. Okay, I'm going to pass. They've opened a weak no trump. Let's have a look. So we've picked up a little bit there. We're going to play 3 more boards. 3 more boards tonight. And we'll see how we go. So we've got a nice hand, really. We've got 3 high cards and 2 hearts is transferred as spades. What club would I lead here? Tempted just to lead the small club. Clearly, I want clubs led back. Different if so partner's doubled. To me, that shows hearts, not necessarily strength. So I would pass here. It can be handy to have it showing strength. Of course, partner can still do a takeout double here as well. So partner still has the option of making a bid in this auction. If he doubled again, I mean, I've got a reasonably good hand, but he hasn't. Interesting. Well, I think we've sort of got to lead the ace of hearts because he's told us to. So this is one of those hands where obviously I was going to lead the club, but I'm going to lead the ace of hearts. Partner has said lead a heart, so I will. I think partner maybe should have been bidding again here. We're in troubles here. I'm afraid we're going to get a really bad score for this one, so that's disappointing. I'm not quite sure why partner hasn't bid here. We've got 10, 11, so partner must have 15. So he's got to find a bid of some sort. Anyway, that's a shame. So we'll have to come back because you'd expect this to be, you never know, the game that we should be bidding might go down. So, we don't have to give up all hope at this point. So partner should know I've got ace doubleton and can carry on leading. I mean, if he's got 6 hearts, he should be bidding 3 hearts, full stop. So I'm quite surprised that he's thinking here. He's leading a small heart. So that asks, I think that's the smallest one, so that would ask for a club. So I am going to rough that and play a club back. I'm going to play a middle club. Surprised he wants a club. I think he just doesn't want a spade, a diamond, sorry. Looks as though the trumps might be breaking 2-2 now, which is a shame. Yeah, this is not working out well at all. I'm going to trust my partner and lead another club. Don't like it though, but he's asked me to. He could have asked for. Maybe I've missed. Maybe he had the 2 of hearts as well. Actually, he might have had the 2 of hearts. I don't know. Ace, queen. I mean, I don't know. Okay, close. Wow. Oh, that king, queen, doubleton, did he? Wow. That's a bit of a disaster. Well, at least we're taking it down, as they say in the trade. Dear me. But it's only just down. That's a bit of a disaster, yeah. So I don't know what's going on there. I mean, partner should just be doubling for takeout. I mean, that's extraordinary. Really extraordinary. So, as I say, I mean, it doesn't mean we get a terrible ball, but I mean, you know, if you've got 15, you'd have thought you've got to make a bid. Yeah, so we've lost 11 imps. I mean, he's sitting there with 16 points. Wow. And he's not, I mean, he's double, but remember, double just shows hearts. So if he wants to, he could bid 3 diamonds, but he's just got to bid something, I guess. Anyway, he hasn't. So we've ended up obviously with a bad one. I can imagine it's 3 no trumps at the other tables. They won't have opened a no trump, so it'll all be different anyway. They'd have both opened probably 1 club. But, you know, with 16 points, unless you've agreed that the double of 2 hearts shows strength, you've clearly got to make another bid over 2 spades, probably starting with the double. Or you could bid 3 diamonds. I'll just show you the hand. You know, but you've got to make a bid over 2 spades. You just cannot pass it. Remember, I'm long in spades, so I'm not going to do a takeout double. Partner's short. So I think double is okay. Partner, I've already shown hearts. Can you bid something else? I would bid 3 clubs, which is uncomfortable. I was thinking, though, that I might dredge a no trump bid up, you see. And if I do dredge a no trump bid up, then of course we get to 3 no trumps. And I don't think that's completely unreasonable. He's doubled and then doubles again. I think maybe bidding 2N makes sense, and then partner can bid 3N. Does that make sense? So 1 no trump pass, 2 hearts, transfer, double. I've got hearts, 2 spades, pass, double again, and then we can try no trumps. We'd probably bid 2 no trumps just in case you're a bit weaker partner. Oh no, I've got 16. I'll bid 3 no trumps. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it for after a week no trump. Okay, so we've got catching up to do. We've got 2 boards to go, and we're passing to start with. And there's 7 imps in it. So it's got 1 spade pass. I don't think we've got much to say, really. We're aceless. We've just got a 9 count. So I think we're just out of this now. Yeah, disappointing one, that last one, I have to say. Okay. Okay, we've gone for the game. So there's the chance that there's a bad break. You never know. So partner's led a trump, so it looks like the trumps aren't breaking badly, because I wouldn't necessarily have expected him to lead from 4. Dummy's got exactly what it said on the tin. So we'll see. Clearly, I mean, Our king 10 is situated over the jack, our queen 9 over the 10. So, I mean, our cards are looking okay. We just play a small club there and see what happens. Goes to the king. Okay. Partner's played the lowest club there. I think it might be a singleton club. So I'm just going to throw a club here. I don't think I need those. It's just the way it was played, so I think it might cash the ace of clubs now. Make a discard of something. Probably a heart, I guess, yeah. Okay, obviously now we've got safe discards, safe plays, so if we get stuck on lead, we're able to play club. I can't afford, because I can't afford another club discard, but I can afford a heart, because Declare has discarded one, so I'll just throw a heart there. Okay, so it looks as though Declare started ace jack to 5. And everything's sitting very nicely, unfortunately. Club back to hand, probably. Bluffed, and then diamond winners. Quite possibly. We don't need the queen of clubs anymore, because Declare can't get to... Oh, there you go. Look at that. My goodness, they're all coming in. Still a chop there, so we can throw a heart anyway. We can overtake that and leave the queen of clubs just in case. Declare will luff, some partner's got the ace of hearts to finish. There you go. I would have thought that's flat. Yeah, let's have a look. So one more to go. It's not what you need when you need to pick up some imps. 4 spades plus 1. There you go. I'm sure they'll have had a completely different auction. No, there was the odd one the same. I don't think we need to look at it. So not the ideal hand for us to finish on this last board. We shall see. 1 no trump, a weak no trump. Partners doubled for penalties. We are really horrible here. We've got a really horrible hand. So I know at the other table they won't be playing a weak no trump here. So I'm tempted just to bid something. I can't. Ooh. So we double is a relay. Good. Okay, so we're out of. So I can just pass. Why I was saying, I know that they'll open one of something in the other room, so it'll go one of something double. So it has gone 2 clubs. I'm glad they know their system because 2 clubs double, 2 hearts pass by me. Oops. Sorry, I was trying to work out what to do. I'm asking what 2 hearts is. I don't know what their system is. So I'm just asking what 2 hearts shows. Natural 5. So redouble shows a 5 card suit. Really important that. So if that's your system, you should alert the redouble to say shows a 5 card suit. Partners forced to bid 2 clubs. Okay. Does that make sense? That's really important. So anything could happen at the other tables. So I think partner's got a big hand here. Doesn't know what to bid, does he? I mean, I could dredge up a 2-spade bid, I think, but then he'll bid 4. You see. I mean, I'd struggle to pass the double here. Wow. Because, of course, partner can have a 19 count here, but holding 3 small hearts, it just doesn't look likely. Wow. I mean, the worry I've got is that partner's got an ordinary 19 count, but still, a sort of 17, 18 count, let's say, and they still can make 2 hearts doubled. Wow. So, I mean, just to say, all of these doubles are penalties in our system. So 1 no trump double is penalties. The double of 2 clubs shows clubs. We're vulnerable. 2 hearts is game. That's the thing. At least 1 no trump double isn't. Well, I said I wanted a swingy board. What do you think? Ooh. East took a little bit of time. Is East a bit... Problem is, partner took a fair bit of time. I mean, am I leaning towards part? Because I've got to lean backwards. But I mean, my hand is so bad. Maybe ace king of clubs in a club rough, I guess. I'm going to pass. And we'll see what happens. We've got to lead a club, obviously. Oh my goodness, wow. Wow. Okay, so they've got 5 tricks. We've got to take the rest. I mean, there's a 14 count there. Might get a club rough, but wow. Well, we'll see. We will see. So we're hoping partner can insert the jack. It doesn't matter if he plays ace king, though. Yeah, so he's got the king and ace, so he can give us a rough there. He might be able to try to give us 2 roughs, of course. So, oh dear, that's not so good though. It's not looking good here at all, guys, I'm afraid. I think he's just got another. He's probably got the ace of diamonds, and that's it, I imagine. No. So it looks like 2 spades might have worked out. I don't know quite how I'm supposed to guess that, but so it'll be rough with a jack of hearts here, I guess. No. Wow. Okay, so that's... Partner played ace king of spades rather than king ace, so... I've got to play a diamond really here. I mean, partner could have played king of spades, ace of spades to show a doubleton. So I've got to play a diamond here. There we go. Well, there you go. Well, we've got it down. I'm not quite sure how. I'm not sure why they didn't ruff high. They have done now. So we've got away with that, guys, I think. I'm not saying we're going to do well on the board, but because I think partner's got Jack, Doubleton, Heart here, and they could have ruffed with the 10 on the first round there. He has. Wow. There you go. There goes the diamond loser and the rest of theirs. But wow, I didn't expect us to get away with that one. I think they've got another trump, yeah. So we still lose half, but we'd have lost a lot more. So well done them. They've got home. Let's have a look at the other tables there. So we're not going to play this next one. I mean, I think partner just bids 2 spades with that hand. I'll just show you the hand I certainly would have been. The problem is if I bid 2 spades, partner's going to bid 4. So let's just have a look. Just have a quick look before we go. Yep, so 1 no trump double, redouble makes sense. That's showing a 5-card suit. Pass 2 clubs forced. Double is natural. Partner for penalties. 2 hearts. Pass, pass. Just bid 2 spades with the north hand. We know how strong you are. We know you got used spades and clubs, and we finish in 2 spades. If they bid 3 hearts, we either double or finish in 3 spades. But we got away with that one. That's a big swing. That's 470. In fact, it might have ended up as more. They ruff with the 10, draw the trumps, cash the queen of clubs. They make 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, just 8, I think. Okay. Well, of course it is because partner took 5 tricks. I forgot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a different form of the game, obviously. We got pipped there. I'll just take you back there so you can see that again, so you can see the final score. Let me just show you that. There's the final score, 18.5 to 26. Pretty tight, really. We just had the one bad game swing on board 10 where we should have been in game. These boards will be tight. You've seen a lot of swingy boards generally, quite often when we're playing, because you've got 2 random elements. Here you've got some good teams playing. So the Spin Gold is one of the biggest tournaments in the world. It's played in America, and we're in the semi-finals of that. So we are talking about a pretty high standard. So you're not going to win him easily unless either of our sides, as it were, do something badly. Having said that, we did see a number of boards where there were swings, of course, 5 diamonds making, 5 diamonds not, etc. As always, I like to have your feedback if I can, because this is another experiment. I would have preferred to have won, obviously, but it's basically me playing with 3 others and comparing boards with boards that have been played in other matches. Obviously, it also gives you the chance to play the same boards. You can play them after you've watched me, or you can play them before you've watched me. Okay, that's up to you. So I hope you enjoyed that, and see you again soon.